Welcome one and all to the TLI Club Officer On Demand Training for Vice President Public Relations. I wish to start by congratulating each one of you for stepping up and taking on this amazing role of VPPR and being the brand ambassador of your club. I am Leena and I will be sharing a few tips and tricks I learned as a VPPR of my club and as a social media assist for District 3. Some of you might find it surprising to know that my first social media account was created years ago by a few friends of mine. That is how involved I was with social media until a year ago when I took my first step as a VPPR, and then there was no turning back. I got to learn and explore so much through each PR project that I worked on, and I'm inviting all of you to join me on this journey. We will be covering various aspects in today's session, so please feel free to pause this training video wherever required if you need to make notes. We are going to be looking at three key aspects today. One, what is the VPPR role? And two, what are the various responsibilities? Three, most importantly, what are the resources available within Toastmasters and outside to help VPPRs? As I stated earlier, you are the brand ambassador of your club, the face and voice of the club to the public. Everything that you do should be focused on promoting your club and how best to draw guests to your meeting. The specific audience or guests that you need to reach out to may vary depending on the type of your club. For example, a corporate club would reach out to employees only within their organization, whereas for unrestricted and open clubs, you could reach out to the public through various social media platforms that we will talk about in more detail later in the presentation. Just like any other club officer role, VPPRs also have responsibilities that lie both within club meetings and outside as well. We'll look at what some of these are in the subsequent slides. During club meetings, it is important for you to work with your club members to see what are some of the promotional campaigns that you as a club would like to pursue. Seek out for content from existing members, as I believe nothing speaks greater volumes about your club than the experiences, stories, and testimonials of its members. Each of us join Toastmasters for different reasons. Some to improve their public speaking in a safe space, some for leadership skills, and others for the feeling of being part of a community of like-minded people. These personal narrations of life-changing stories can help draw in guests who are looking for similar experiences. One of the first activities you need to do as a VPPR is to ensure your club's website and social media pages are updated with the latest information. It is a good practice to maintain records of the login IDs and passwords of all online portals, as this would help a smooth transition to the next VPPR. Another key aspect is to respond promptly to requests and queries from guests. Always remember to make the best first impression to the guests who are reaching out to your club. As a member of the executive committee, it is important for you to seek inputs and suggestions from other committee members, especially on what are some of the key focus areas for the club so that you can design your promotional campaigns to accentuate that. In the earlier slides, we saw what were the roles and responsibilities of a VPPR. We will now look at how are we going to accomplish those. Some of the channels through which we can establish our public relation reach is: 1, by inviting family, friends, colleagues to join in one of our club meetings. 2, organizing membership building events like open houses, which we will talk a little more about in the next slide. And 3, by creating an active and vibrant social media presence. And before we can plan any promotional campaign, the first and foremost important thing we need to keep in mind is who is our target audience. Because we need to make sure we are reaching out to the right people with the right message and through the right platform. The VPPR role is closely linked to the VP of membership when it comes to organizing membership building activities like an open house. You need to get all the help you can from the existing club members to promote and conduct an exciting, engaging open house meeting where guests feel welcomed and are encouraged to take on this fun and learning experience. Establishing an active social media presence will go a long way in reaching out to guests and potential members. One of the questions I hear quite often is, how frequently should we post on our club's social media platforms? Now, we all know the more active a club is, the higher the chance of seeing responses from the public. If you were a guest on the lookout for a Toastmasters club meeting and you happened upon 2 clubs' social media pages, one where the last post was, let's say, a year ago, and the other where they post every week, which one of the 2 would you like to visit? People generally tend to gravitate towards social media pages that are fun, informative or educative, and most importantly, engaging. So I would suggest posting at least 2 or 3 times a week. And you can do this effectively by maintaining a calendar. For example, in my home club, I follow a calendar where I post the word of the week every Monday, a member testimonial or some educative tip on Wednesdays, the meeting theme related poster on the day of our meeting, and an inspiration quote on Fridays. Also, it would be good to try exploring more than one social media platform if possible, as the social media preference of your target audience might be spread across different platforms. Try exploring different communication formats like coming up with a club newsletter or blog. We saw that having an active and constant social media presence is crucial for your club. So how do we go about generating that much content? Let me share a few tips I got to learn from social media experts in our district, which helped me streamline my work as a VPPR in such a way that I spent less time and yet was able to create a lot of content. Social media is a vast ocean. Most of what we need to design is already available online. We just need to reuse it. For instance, for my word of the week and Friday quotes, I usually get content either from the Toastmasters International social media pages or from Pinterest. And then I incorporate it into the template that I have created as per the Toastmasters brand guidelines. I can emphatically say that using these templates has cut down a lot of my time. Another tip is to use scheduling tools that are available on social media platforms. For example, Facebook or Meta Business Suite has a planner that allows you to schedule posts several weeks ahead. That way, you do not have to manually post them on a weekly basis, and you can also schedule posts both on Facebook and Instagram at the same time. Now, as for design creation, there are several great tools available for this as well. One of my favorites is Canva, which I find to be very intuitive. Some of you might be familiar working with PowerPoint, and you could continue with PowerPoint as well. If you are new to these tools, I would recommend watching tutorial videos that are available online. And we have a few training videos on various social media platforms on our District 3 YouTube page as well. So I would encourage you to go and check out those videos. Another key aspect is to tailor your content for each platform, especially the dimensions of the poster or flyer that you design, so that it displays accurately across devices, whether it's a mobile phone or a laptop or a tablet. As seen in this screenshot, while creating a design in Canva, it gives you the option to choose whether you want the poster to fit Instagram's dimension or Facebook's or any other social media platforms. And I usually choose the one that I have highlighted here, which is Instagram Post Square 1080 into 1080, as I find this suitable across Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. When it comes to content generation, I recommend trying different promotional formats to mix things up. You need not limit yourselves only to posters or flyers. Animated posters and videos are a great tool, as I find them a lot more captivating, like the one that you see on the screen now. You could make videos of member testimonials or videos from snippets of your club meeting recordings. Of course, you need to ensure that you have the consent of members before posting their videos or recordings on social media. Also, try limiting the length of videos to around 1 minute, as people usually don't prefer seeing long videos. Pictures are also a great tool to attract the attention of social media users. I feel there is considerable impact created by adding pictures of a person or people, as I'm able to relate better to the message. I especially love the first poster on this slide, which was created by one of my teammates. Just seeing that happy and smiling face drew me in instantly. Keeping posters minimalistic is advisable. Do not clutter it with a lot of text. Mention only the key points on the poster, and the rest can be in the accompanying description. In the previous slides, we saw various aspects related to the delivery and content creation for our club's PR campaigns. However, the most important aspect is engagement. In fact, we can actually measure the success of our PR campaigns based on the level of response and engagement it generates. Only when our members and the public start responding to our club's promotional content can we draw in more guests to our meetings. Few examples I have seen is to generate a conversation by asking questions. When you post the word of the week, you could tag your club members and ask them to respond with a sentence usage for that word. It is advisable to invite your club members to comment, like, share posts so that you are able to reach a wider audience. This is a list of additional resources available to us as VPPRs. The brand manual in the brand portal is a very important document, and I encourage everyone to familiarize yourselves with it right at the beginning so that all the posters and other promotional material that you and your team create is brand compliant. Always remember, you are not alone in this journey. This is Leena Jo signing off and wishing you all the very best. Thank you.